Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, I'm on my way to go do my civic duty. I had to call yesterday. For y'all that's been around, y'all know that last month I had to go and to like an orientation thing for jury duty, and the way they do it here in Arkansas, it's completely different than in Florida. Look at this guy right here passing two of us, and I'm running 60 and it's a 45, so they in a hurry. I think that's a police officer that was behind me in that truck, and we'll see if they get him. But so basically they do this orientation thing, and then you got to call back every month, sometimes a couple times a month, depending on the dates of scheduled trials, and then see if they're going to have the trial. And if they do, everybody's got to come in, and then they select if you're going to be on the jury or not. And if you're not, then for the next couple of months you still got to call every single time, and every time there's a trial you got to go in. Problem with that is they don't pay nothing really to go do it. I forget what the numbers was or whatever, but it's very, very little. And to be honest with you, I live so far away that what they pay for you to go do is not even enough to cover my gas to go there. So it's actually costing me money to go do my civic duty, which I think is kind of wrong. But it is what it is. I got to show up, got to do my part, so I'm going. So if this video comes out at about 4 or 5 o'clock today, then you know that I got selected. If it's earlier in the day, then you know that I didn't, and I'll have to call again next month, and we might have to do this all over again. But it's alright. I got to be there at 9 o'clock this morning. It's about 7:52 right now, and I'm headed that way, so that should tell you about how far away it is. And I also need to go to the parts store today. I did get the throttle body for the Jeep in the mail, and it said when I bought it that it had the gasket. It does not. So I got to go get the gasket for that, and I'm also going to stop by and get the gasket for Drifting Dreamer's truck about their oil leak or whatever while I'm there. So I got to do that. And then the funny thing is I got to come to the exact same place tomorrow, same town, at the exact same time to sign for the land, because tomorrow is closing day. Yeah! Whew, that sun is kicking like Van Damme this morning, guys. So I know there's a shadow, but if I go like that, I can't see. So yeah, a lot of moving parts, which is really messing with my production there on the mountain. It's pretty much making it where 2 days is wasted, and the problem is we only got very limited days without rain. Today is supposed to be a beautiful day, and I would love to be on the mountain finishing up that kitchen. I worked on it last night after I got back until about 10:30 last night, cleaning appliances and stuff, like real good, like the convection oven thing that I got, the griddle, the Instapot, and all of that, because it's been in the cabin, and that cabin's not sealed very well, so stuff gets dirty pretty fast in there. So now that I got me a sink where I can wash dishes, I was cleaning everything up real good before I was putting it away and trying to find a home for everything. So when I got home last night, I started doing that after I did my daily chores and stuff, feeding the animals and all of that. Yesterday was absolutely amazing. It was a good time. It was a good Valentine's. I went to Serenity's party at school yesterday, and she was over the moon when she walked in and seen her Uncle David sitting there. And she was so proud and showing me everything and introducing me to all of her friends and her teachers and all of that. And it was really cool. Then we left that party, and then we went to Jacob's classroom and went and met Jacob's teacher and some of Jacob's friends and stuff. And then I checked both of them out of school because it was towards the end of the day. So I checked them out of school, and then went and surprised Talon and checked him out of school right before it was time to get on the bus. And then I took all 3 of the kids to go get ice cream. And we went and got ice cream and hung out a little bit. And then I took them back home. So I got to hang out with my nieces and my nephews for Valentine's Day yesterday. So that was really, really cool. And they enjoyed it. And yeah, it was a good time. It worked out. Worked out right nice. But we are supposed to have rain tomorrow. Now, originally I was going to go drop the tractor off to the Mahindra dealership before my warranty ran out. But then whenever they set the closing for tomorrow, that made it to where I can't do that. And I've had some people say, why can't you do the closing and drop the tractor off on the same day? Well, dropping the tractor off is actually in Oklahoma, and I'm in Arkansas. So it's a little bit of a drive, and it's completely opposite directions. If it was on the way to Oklahoma, I'd be able to do both. But it's not. It's opposite directions. I got to go an hour that way, and then I'd have to turn around and go about 4 hours the other direction. Yeah, and stop back by the house, hook everything up, and all of that. So I'm just gonna go try to drop Uber off early next week sometime, and go ahead and get Uber situated. Then I need to go ahead and pull those hydraulic cylinders off, and then go to the machine shop. I might try to do that tomorrow because that's not as far away. That's only about an hour away from the homestead. So as long as the weather's permitting, or if I get off early enough today, I'll go ahead and pull the cylinders. And then tomorrow after closing, I will do basically a big old block and try to get that over to the machine shop. That way they can start working on the cylinders. The goal is to get the cylinders and stuff back about the same time I get Uber back, so I can put everything back together. And yeah, get Uber up and going and get ready for clearing that fence line. The goal is before Uber gets back, me to have everything situated on the homestead, the chicken coop's done, so I can go get the chickens this weekend, because Saturday I got to go get the chickens, and that's a little ways away too, because Bobblehead hasn't moved on this side of the mountain yet. So basically today, Friday, and Saturday, I'm not really going to get to work on the property like I want to. So hopefully by Sunday I can kind of get back at it. I'm really wanting to really complete that bathroom and that kitchen 100% and move on. That way I'm ready to do the fence clearing for the goats and stuff. So that's the goal, but just going to have to work it out. And I'm really hoping that they don't keep the tractor for very long. Like I said, they have about a 3-day time, they said, before they'll even start working on it, with just how many jobs and stuff they got going on. But I really need to get the tractor back because I really want to get those fence lines cleared before I make my trip to Florida. And right after my trip to Florida, I got to make a couple of trips to Oklahoma and Mississippi. So got a lot of traveling coming up, and I need to get a lot done before these trips start taking place. The Oklahoma trip is not too bad. I mean, I can make that basically a day trip. But I'll probably end up staying the night and giving myself an extra day to kind of hang out, and also to be able to try to get more stuff, and hopefully we can get Mike's truck situated and all the little odds and ends stuff done, because when I go to Oklahoma, I need him to go with me with his truck, because I have to tow a trailer over there, and there's a trailer that has to be towed back. So it'd be a lot better to have 2 trucks, and that will cut down on the amount of trips that I got to take to Oklahoma. So yeah, a lot going on. I also need to try to find a grease buddy for my axle on the big trailer, because when I was helping Bobblehead move all of his hoop hoops and all that other stuff, I lost a grease buddy on the big trailer. And it's an odd size. I tried to buy them, and I ended up going to the parts store, and they used their little micrometer or whatever it is to get get the fine measurements, and it's just some odd size, and they didn't have it, and they actually couldn't even get it. They told me where to go to try to get it, so I got to try to get that ordered. And because it ain't good to run around without that in there, because you end up messing up your bearings and all that other stuff. And right now I am passing one of the places I was at yesterday. I might try to get me some groceries this morning before court, because it's 8 o'clock right now. I'm not supposed to be there until 9. I'll get there about 30 minutes early. I always try to be early anywhere I go. I run off that whole premise that if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. So I don't like to be rushed around in the mornings and stuff. I like to be able to kind of chill and hang out like a hare and a biscuit before I gotta be somewhere. I don't like to feel rushed, because once you start your morning out rushed, it seems like your whole day seems rushed. But I hope everybody is having a good day today, guys. It's got a lot of stuff going on right now. A whole lot going on. A lot of behind the scenes stuff that's got to be took care of, and stuff that kind of takes from the progress of the mountain, but it's also progress in its own right in other ways. Tomorrow's a big day though, guys. I am excited about officially owning that land, and I'll be videoing it all, and then we're gonna go back and really take a good look at the land and stuff. And there's some stuff I want to show y'all, and there might even be another way off the mountain with me buying this property. I'm gonna try to get the four-wheeler back there and do a little bit of exploring and kind of see. There's a road behind the property in between me and the state land. It might be another way out, so curious about that. That'd be a game changer if we have another way out to get off the mountain, just for safety and security reasons and stuff. But I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope y'all had an absolutely amazing Valentine's Day. I hope y'all did something nice for your loved one. And if you're single, I hope you did something nice for yourself. Yeah. And I'll bring y'all back tomorrow, guys. Probably after closing or before closing. More than likely after. And yeah, I'll let y'all know how it went. Love every single one of y'all. Take a small step closer to your goals today, guys. It is, I believe, Thursday. Yeah, this week's flying, guys. This week's flying. Love every single one of y'all. Keep it real.